You're going to learn how to teach the PH sound to your ADHD, auditory processing disordered, dyslexic child in a matter of days. And you're like, well, how are they struggling with this? PH is a digraph. That means it's two independent sounds that come together to make a different sound. Well, in a short way of saying it, it's crazy because we taught them that P goes P and H goes H. So in their little ADD brains, when you put them together, it should go P-H. And it should, except it doesn't. And they struggle with that and KN and a lot of sounds similar to that because a lot of times children with auditory processing disorder, dyslexia, and ADHD also have something called impaired executive function. Executive function is made up of working memory, flexibility, and emotional control. And some of you are like, yeah, my kid doesn't have emotional control, but he probably also struggles with flexibility. What does this mean? If they learn something one way, it's really hard to go to another way. This is why your child can struggle with transitions. Or I'll give you an example. You told him he was going to go to the pool like midweek, and then ups, you got to take your husband to the airport. So you say, we're not going to the pool on Friday, and Saturday morning he comes down and says, when are we going to the pool? We're not going to the pool. 2 hours later, I'm ready to go to the pool. That's lack of flexibility, and it makes the digraph so hard. So how do you fix this? How do you help a child with ADHD, dyslexia, or auditory processing disorder learn what is an illogical word to them or illogical sound? You're going to use a very targeted drill. First, you're going to print out this PH word list. You'll find a link to the word list in descriptions below and instructions on how to print it out. If you use your own PH word list, make sure there's no pictures. Pictures are bad, especially with working with children that are neurodiverse. For example, if you have a picture of an elephant next to the word elephant, when your child gets to that, instead of phonetically working out the word, they can say, I think that, oh wait, there's the picture, elephant. They say elephant. You think they learned how to read elephant. They did not. So no pictures. Print out the word list, sit your child next to you. So you've printed out the word list, your child's sitting next to you. Now you can't see it, but my word list is close to me, right in between myself and the child. And then you start the drill. In the beginning, you're just getting the PH to do what it's supposed to do. You're not working with the words. So you say, look and point, the three things you have to have. Looking, pointing, saying at the same time. They say, look and point. Here we go. I'll be myself and the little kid. Or I'll be you and your child. Here we go. PH goes F. PH goes F. PH goes F. PH goes F. No, Joey, look at it. Put your finger under it. Their finger's got to be under it. That ensures you they're looking at it. PH goes F. PH goes F. Once you get that doing what it's supposed to do, you move with rhythm to the words. I use rhythm. Pointed, targeted rhythm in some of my motions to help that flow. I don't have time to go into the theory behind the use of rhythm in my drills. Just try it, okay? Because your ADHD kid wants to move anyway. So here's what it looks like once I move the words, and I'm going to show the clipboard to you, and then I'm going to show you when I'm working with the child. Here we go. Child's next to me. PH goes F, like phone and photo and physics. PH goes F, like phone and photo and physics. I know he's looking at the word because his finger's right under it. Here's what it looks like with my child next to me, or your child next to you. Here we go. PH goes F, like phone, photo, physics. PH goes F, like phone, paho. Nope, he's got it wrong. Here's another thing you can do. He went back to paho because of that executive functioning and lack of flexibility I talked to. He went back to it. That's okay. Look at me. Joey, look at me. F. Children with auditory processing disorder sometimes really struggle discerning sound. So now he's looking at you. Hey, Joey, look. He's looking. F, photo. PH goes F, like photo. Back to the drill. PH goes F, like phone, photo, physics. PH goes F, like phone, photo, physics. Great, man. That's awesome. You celebrate everything. Awesome. Physical contact, hug. Awesome, right? Dopamine's our friend. PH goes F, like orphan, phase, dolphin. PH goes F, like orphan, and off you go. You go through the whole list. Rhythm, he goes, you go, celebrate success, pointing, touching, rhythm, whole list. Then you move to interactivity, because if you notice, there's a lot of intensity in interactivity. You've got to use interactivity, and we use a highlighter. So you've got your highlighter there. You pick up your highlighter and you say, the highlighter's my friend. And your little person says, the highlighter's my friend. You have a competition to see who can say the highlighter's my friend the weirdest, right? Because you want to make it fun, and dyslexic kids are totally right brain creative kids, and let's have fun. After you say, the highlighter's my friend, you got to hold up too. You undo the highlighter. You give it to your child and you instruct them. Here's what you say. Joey, say phone 3 times and highlight just the PH. That will be extremely difficult for your daughter or son. The highlighting of just the PH, looking at it, saying. So here's what Joey should look like. Phone, phone, phone. So let me show you what this would look like on the clipboard with your child looking at the clipboard. Phone, phone, phone. I'm looking at phone. I'm saying phone. I'm highlighting the PH for a multitude of reasons. This is going to help me memorize what the PH does. Don't have time for the theory behind it right now. Here we go. Photo, photo, photo. Physics, physics, physics. Now, with orphan, I've got to really think as a little child, because that PH is in the middle, right? Orphan, orphan, orphan. You do the whole list, you're done. The whole process at the most 10 minutes. Next day, out comes your PH word list, and you do the rhythm. PH goes F, and then boom, you go through it. Next day, hey, Julie, go ahead and do that. Julie sits there by herself. Boom. Within 4 days, PH is doing what it's supposed to do, and it will never not do what it's supposed to do. If you want to know more about why I'm so against pictures, check out this video. It'll help you understand how they see the world and how you need to instruct them. As always, children that learn differently have to be taught differently. Please subscribe. I'm going to be having a lot more coming out.